peace because I've packed everything, but I need things. Today, I've decided I'm going to do like a 24-hour vlog. We've got our 20-week scan in like an hour's time, and then this evening we are flying to Dubai. So in my head I'm thinking I'm actually 21 weeks tomorrow. I haven't vlogged anything for like a second trimester vlog yet, so let's just put, I've got no mirror. Let's put this blush on first, but let's just make a day in the life vlog today. You know? So yeah, we'll go to the scan. Obviously I can't vlog in there annoyingly because it's an NHS scan. Ideally I probably wouldn't have put it on the same day as flying, but it was my own fault because today is the 4th, and when we booked to go to Dubai it's from the 5th because we have a night flight. I just forgot that, like, obviously we fly the evening of the 4th, but we get to Dubai on the 5th. So technically speaking, Dubai starts tomorrow, and in my head I was like, yeah, we'll just go the day after the scan because this is kind of what we were waiting for, the scan, before we could go. So yeah, just kind of some bad planning on my part, but it's not the end of the world. It just meant being a little bit more organised, and we're pretty much all packed now. It's just that last bit which I hate, when you're running around and just picking up random things for the sake of it. And I weighed my case yesterday. We are allowed 25 kg each, and mine was 22.8 I think, and I'm just gonna be cocky about it and be like, oh, I've got room, let me chuck some things in. But will I get there and it'll be over? Probably, absolutely, let's be honest. And it's just sorting through hand luggage and stuff, and I will actually show you through my hand luggage bag because I actually saw Zelia do this video on TikTok the other day where she went through her hand luggage and her 2 daughters. And I was just like, I can't believe, like, props to you that people have their own hand luggage bag. Like, ever since I've had Ocean, I've never had my own hand luggage. I don't know if am I the only mum? Like, my hand luggage is Ocean's backpack, like her baby bag. And I just have probably like 3 or 4 things in there that are mine. I've done trips where I have nothing in there that's mine. Literally nothing. A drink. Well, not even, because I get through security and then I get a drink. So I will show you because I feel like I'm very organised this time around. I have to be. We're going for a month. Even my case, I'll give you an overview when we get home. But just waiting for Cass. He's just popped to the post office. Oh my god, it's actually a really beautiful day today. The weather's been really nice in the UK the last couple of days. Just the sun shining is just doing everything for me. I can't wait to be away. That's my vibe. I just want to be here, places like this constantly. But yeah, welcome back. This is going to be, I don't know how I'm going to do these Dubai vlogs, to be honest. That's why I thought, no, don't wait till you get there. I wanted to vlog parts of the scan, talk about it anyway. So we'll see. There might be the odd day with me. There might be a weekly vlog. We'll see what goes. Dubai is actually really hectic. There's so many people there at the same time that we know, like different weeks cross over. It should be so exciting. I'm really, really looking forward to it. But first up, 20-week scan for baby 2, and I can't believe this is the first time we're going to be asked the question, do you want to know the gender? And we got to be strong, we got to say no, we want to keep it a surprise, which it will obviously be tempting in the moment, but let's go and hope everything's sweet and dandy. Just come out of our scan, we've got a close-up of baby. Nothing zoomed out. We literally didn't see anything zoomed out the whole time because I think when I went in I was like, by the way, we don't want to know the gender, because I just panic. You hear horror stories that they say, oh, he looks great, she looks healthy. So I just wanted to set the bar, and then I think I put the lady on edge because the whole scan was like zoomed in, so I couldn't really see a thing, to be honest. Half the time she was like, this looks good, this looks good. I was like, to be fair, I have no idea what you're looking at, but the baby looks really healthy. All the measurements are perfect. Oh god, I'm so out of breath. Technically speaking, that should be our last scan. We'll probably do a 4D one when we get back from Dubai, just because we've done it with Ocean and it'd be nice to compare the two. And yeah, with Ocean, they thought she was breech at one point, so we did have to go for a scan later on, but that's when they're so big and you literally can't see a thing anyway. But here's baby number 2. I'm exhausted. My ring alerted me about 3 hours ago that I'd already hit my activity for the day, which I don't do anymore. Like, I rarely hit my activity. But why is the last day the most stressful, even though I'm so organised? Like I said, I'll show you my case in a sec, but this is my hand luggage. So bloody heavy, I'm not gonna lie, but obviously luxury of having a pram, I can just chuck it on there. But I thought I would go through it because I need to go through it anyway and see if there is anything I can take out, because it is bursting at the seams. We will see. And there's a lot of stuff next to me. Okay, so like I said earlier, this is just my baby backpack. I quite like to be hands-free and have it on my back if it's not on the pram, so I can grab Ocean if I need to. So first of all, we've got 2 of her teddies. You'll see the minuscule amount of things I have. I've got my Kindle. This is my clear pouch for going through, as well as her bottles, which I'm taking 1 milk bottle through to get her to sleep, hopefully. So that's empty at the minute. I'll get some milk at the airport, and then she's just got a juice cup, which that's adding weight at the minute because that's full up, but saves me having to buy a juice when I get through. Bib, because you can take kids stuff through. They'll let you take stuff for kids if they're under 2. But if they're over 2, just say they're 2. I don't really need this. Maybe I'll take this out because the aim is our flight is at 8:15. We will have dinner at the airport, but I just panicked that I have a fear of her getting hungry. But that is her favourite quote at the minute. I'm hungry. Really, I just think she's trying to tell me that she's bored and fed up. I have a cardigan. Being hungry and being cold is my fear. I literally ordered this the other day from Next because I had nothing that was like big enough for her, like as in everything at the minute where she's like just before 2, everything's a little bit snug, so went for a 2 to 3 because the jump up's quite a bit big when you go into the next size. Thought this was cute for holiday, and also I just think on the plane it will be handy. I have 2 packs of wipes in here. I do not need 2 packs of wipes. I'm going to leave a pack here. And then I've got about 7 nappies. My theory is a nappy an hour. I won't need a nappy an hour, but I have been on the plane with her once where she had a bad belly and we ran out and I had to ask a random mum if I could have some nappies, which it happens, you know? It happens to the best of us, but I'd rather have too many. Then we have, this is a bit of a Mary Poppins bag. That's why I like having backpacks. Lots of change of clothes. That's my other thing. Obviously, if they're going to be doing a lot of toilets, you might get an accident. I've had many an accident. A few times I've said I'll pack spare stuff for me because normally if they're on you and they have an accident, you are damaged goods too, but I just can't fit it in here, I'm going to be honest with you. So I've got a spare vest, pyjamas, like baby grow, and then I've got 2 little pairs of shorts, which I don't need 2. Let's do 1. And the shorts also, if we land and it is ridiculously hot, which it will be 7 in the morning, so I don't think it will be. The last thing in this section, I think, is Ocean's distractions. So this is just a Pepper book bag, which is so handy. It's from Card Factory. Cass's mum got it the other day. And in here we've just got one of them doodle pads that is literally like so cheap and cheerful. The pen comes off, you scribble on it, or you can use your nail, and then you just press delete. And then I've got 2 sticker books, a Peppa Pig one and then a dinosaur one, pack of crayons, and there's notepad paper in there, and then a pack of flashcards, which to be honest we don't need in here, but I think her case was getting a bit too heavy. So that is all the I just said the book bag's really good, the zip just broke. Oh damn. Damn. Listen, it's gonna have to do because we don't have time. We will just shove that in there, pretend it never happened. And then the rest of the stuff that is for me is at the back, which don't get too excited. It's the tiniest little zipper compartment right at the back of the bag. And I've got AirPods, my card holder, and a battery pack. And I wouldn't take this normally, but you can't put it in your main case. So that is everything. I've probably squeezed my Kindle in there, and then literally everything of mine is at the back. And then the only other thing I have is her little tablet, which I have strapped on this bag for the pram. So I just attach it to that so that can hang loose. And then obviously the only other things I'll put in is my phone. I have to squeeze my phone charger in there. The beauty of going to Dubai as well is that it's UK plugs, so you don't have to take adapters or anything. That is it really. Oh, I've got a front pouch. There's a front pouch. Some snacks. We've got Pom Bears, a spoon. I've got some paracetamol in there because I've been getting the worst headaches. A little cake bar. Again, we're going to get dinner at the airport, so these are all snacky bits. Oh, we've got 2 dummies and some nappy sacks. This bit's quite spacious. I'll shove another spoon in there, and that is everything. If you don't have kids, that might be the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life, but I'm always intrigued how people manage to take such a small amount of stuff with a child. It fears me. I don't think that's the right words, but my brain is like mush. It scares me to have to travel with 2 at some point. Well, after this summer. So that'll be fun. But within the next half hour, we're gonna head to the airport. I need to actually take a breather, I'm so out of breath. And I've got to fit this camera. The camera I'm filming on right now, that's got to fit in my bag as well. Part of me thinks, shall I pack that and just vlog on my phone? Anyways, so here's my case. Not only have I done packing cubes, but I've labelled them because there's nothing worse than getting your packing cube out and then having to pull stuff out anyway to see. So I've got cold shorts, shirts, dresses and trousers. Bikinis I don't have to label, it's self-explanatory, and tops. And then this side, it looks a bit more messy, but I do really know what's going on. And then I'm just going to put these flat on top. That's just a bag day to day to put Ocean's bits in whilst it's inside this beach bag. And I actually couldn't find the beach bag I wanted to take. I've got a really nice Annie Bing one, which is like wicker, you know. But yeah, we've got to squeeze everything in now because it is go time and I can hear her shouting at me. Pleasant experience. The airport is so quiet and I think our flight's very quiet. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm hoping that we have some rows free near us, so me and Cass can possibly take it in turns to nap. But fingers crossed, we're about to go on the plane, so keep you posted. And our bellies are nice and full because I've already looked at the menu and I don't like the look of the dinner, and I know Ocean won't touch anything either, so hopefully we get some sleep. We made it to Dubai just about. It's Thursday, so we travelled Tuesday night, and in case you missed my stories on Instagram, there was obviously a lack of footage on the flight. I do have the odd clip from Cass, but I'll do a really quick summary because if you did see my story, you probably don't want me to go into it again. Yes? Not watching Blippi. I'll go into that in a minute. I've decided today we're going to do a screen detox, which we'll get to in a minute. But really quickly, the flight was hands down the worst flight of my life. It's so weird because we were in such good spirits and I had a feeling it was just going to go perfect. She was so well behaved at the airport. We had a really nice dinner in Wetherspoons. Which part of me is like, was that the problem? Yeah, half an hour into the flight, it was a 6.5 hour flight, I started feeling really nauseous and I asked if I could have anti-sickness tablets because we flew with Emirates once before and Cass asked if he could have paracetamol because he had like pounding headache. And I remember they are allowed to administer tablets as long as they get your approval. So I asked, and then obviously they said anything we need to know, and I said I'm pregnant, and then they were like, oh, we'll have to call the ground staff if you are feeling really bad. And the time they'd gone to go and call the ground staff, I'd already rushed into the toilet and been sick for the first time. Well, for like the first 5 times. And pretty much every 10 to 20 minutes for the rest of the flight, I was throwing up. It was hell. Luckily, the flight was relatively quiet, but there was a time when I did sit on the seat and TMI, but I went to get up and I saw there was a queue for the toilet, and obviously my first reaction is I'd rather be sick anywhere than obviously on this plane around people. So I just grabbed my jumper. The only jumper I bought to Dubai, by the way, literally a cardigan. I grabbed it and I looked at Cass, he was like, just do it. And I was like, just threw up in my cardigan. And I think they could see then that it was pretty bad and I just could not see things slowing down. I was thinking, every time I was sick, I was like, surely I'm running out of food in my stomach. But they did an announcement, which I never thought I'd be one of them people that needed someone on the plane when they ask if there's a doctor or nurse or anyone that works in the professional field. Saying that, Ocean's got her stethoscope around her neck. Is that what that's called? So we had someone. But I'm laughing now. It was tragic. I cried so hard to Cass and was just like, Cass, I just don't, like, I can't tell you how ill I feel. And he was like, I could just see in his eyes, he was just looking at me like, I don't know what to do. She was asleep. That's the only good thing about it being a night flight. Other than that, I've completely gone off night flights now just because of how bad we felt the whole of yesterday, obviously, where me and Cass didn't sleep a wink. It was rough. There was a really lovely nurse on there. She sat with me for a little while. There was a lot of back and forth about whether they should give me an injection, give me a drip on the flight, just because I was so weak. But everything kept coming back to me being pregnant, and they were just worried that it was just the wrong thing to be doing when potentially things could escalate and we're still in the sky. So they were basically like, as long as you are happy to be in this way, and hopefully things could get better for the next however long. They just kept giving me this medication which was not helping. It was making me, if anything, like as soon as I took it, I'd throw up again. Literally, we realised as soon as I had anything, they were like, have a sip of water, throw up. Have this, throw up. Like, I could not keep anything down. Don't know what it was. Could have been food poisoning, could have been motion sickness. I've heard people get motion sickness when they're pregnant. However, we did fly to Mexico at Christmas and I was fine, and obviously I flew quite a lot when I was pregnant with her, so I don't know. But then apparently there's sickness bugs going around at the minute. I haven't heard anyone that I know have one, but it was rough. When we landed, there was an ambulance waiting for me. Again, I don't know if it would have been this. It might sound really dramatic to some of you, but genuinely, like, I was like trembling. And maybe it wouldn't have been as, I can't think what the word is, but taken as seriously maybe if I wasn't pregnant. So I'm really glad everyone did take it so seriously. And the Emirates staff, I cannot say how amazing they were. It was like insane. And they moved us to business. It's one of the like my long flights in a while where I've just thought I just don't want to do business. It's a luxury and it's amazing in so many ways, but it is so expensive. And I was like, I just feel like, again, I was in really good spirits. I was like, no, we're gonna smash this, we can sleep sitting up, it's fine. And then yeah, they took me to lay in business, and then they brought Cass and Ocean to come with me, I think because Cass was worried. And but yeah, I was on an IV drip and the outcome was I'm absolutely fine. If anything, I feel so good right now, as in like I'm just so grateful that we're here. I did have a quick hour where I was like, why am I here, like we need to go home. But then the thought of getting on another flight, I'd rather move here to be honest. You know when you're ill and you just want to be home? I was like, this could not be worse. Anyways, I just said I'd keep that short, but that is it in a nutshell. We've been here for, yeah, nearly 48 hours. No, math here. No, we haven't. We've been here for a day and a bit. And we had a really nice day today, but in my head I'm thinking, let me vlog properly when I'm feeling like 10-10. And I do feel like I'm getting there now. So tomorrow is the first day where I feel like I'm gonna treat this like we're here. Like we went to the beach for an hour or so today, and then we met up with Aisha and Zelia because they're here at the minute. And yeah, really quickly, before I give you a quick Airbnb tour, or shall I leave it for the next one? Because I feel like this one is getting lengthy and it's dark right now. Not to leave you cliffhanging, but this Airbnb is beautiful. When we've left, I will definitely give you guys the information because I spent so long picking where we should stay. I just wanted to be in the perfect location. I didn't want to be like, oh, we're too far from the beach, or we don't have this, we don't have any amenities near us. Cass has literally just popped to the supermarket. We've got a supermarket downstairs. Everything's on our doorstep really. But yeah, what is the time? It's 10 to 8. So when he gets back, we're gonna have some dinner and then she can go to bed. Being our first night with that 4-hour time difference, she actually slept a dream. I think she was really tired and she's been a bit ratty, which leads on to, she has been just testing me slightly. I'm torn between saying it, but I feel like I will because it's real. So she bit me quite bad this morning, and it was because I turned Peppa Pig off. And I've just kind of said from there, I was like, cold turkey. I did this probably about 8 months ago. Again, I was on holiday. I feel like everything's easier on holiday because you've got more distractions. I just cold turkey pulled any screens from her. And I did see a change. You may remember, if you follow me on TikTok, I did talk about it. But yeah, this morning I was just like, do you know what? I wasn't even out of anger because I tried to tell her off, but I know it's such a hard age to like gentle parent and tell them off. And when I was so shocked that she'd done it, that I like looked at Cass and just laughed, and he like looked at me. We know what we're thinking, and he looked at me like, you can't laugh, like she cannot know you're laughing. So I went to like walk away and act like I was obviously sad. I want her to know that that's bad, that's sad. It's the first time she's ever done anything like this. Yeah, he dealt with her, but he literally went in the bedroom with her and I could hear her talk. We're very different. Like I am quite like and he is very like, he's probably the poster boy for gentle parenting. And he was like, she was just like trying to hit her head on the wall, like she knew she'd messed up. And yeah, I was just like, no, you're not, there's no point me explaining it. Like I showed her the bite on my leg and she was just like looking through me. She didn't understand. Obviously this is our first rodeo, this is our first time doing this, so we're trying to figure it out. But in our heads right now, it makes sense to take screens off her. And she has asked a couple times, like when I started recording, I don't know if you could hear, but she said flippy mummy. So she's asking, but at the same time, like we've got every toy out. I'm just trying to get her to use her imagination, be a kid. Like we grew up that way. I just want her to, I don't know, it might sound really silly. Some people that just do no screens are all gonna be like, you're being so dramatic. But I will admit it, like where we live in the UK, we don't have a garden currently. If the weather has been bad, I have resorted to telly probably way too much, just holding my hands up, being honest. And yeah, I want to change it because we're here for a month and I feel like we can make a big change. She's fine, she's absolutely fine. And I'm hoping it will maybe help her behaviour, maybe not. No, you can't watch Baby Shark, it's not working today. No, you can't, it's not working today. But there's so many things in my head, I was like, we're gonna try and do nappy, what's it called? Potty training, which I still think we're gonna try and do whilst we're here. Like we have a month, but I just feel like because we feel like we've got so much more time on our hands, I was gonna take the dummy away. Dummy is the least of my worries right now. If anything, it brings us back down to earth. I'm all for the dummy for now. But anyways, I'm gonna stop this video here because I'm rambling, but thank you for watching. And this was a very random one. It's gonna be the start of the Dubai vlogs. And yeah, we had the 20-week scan in here. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, but the trip starts now and we will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys.